What is up, my friends? So in this video today, I'm going to be discussing several reasons why I'm not going to be getting a PS5 at launch. And I also have my buddy Brent is going to be on the show as well, and he's also going to give you some additional reasons as to why he's not getting a PS5 at launch. So if you're on the fence about getting a PS5 at launch, maybe this little discussion will help, maybe help you out a little bit in making your mind. Stick around. So what we know, the PS5 is going to be coming out towards the tail end of 2020. Reason one as to why I'm not getting a PS5 at launch, it's because I've been burnt by the PlayStation in the past. The PS1, I didn't get a PS1. I was one of those kids that bought a Saturn instead. I was still, a very big-time Sega Genesis fan, and we all know what happened with the Sega Saturn. I was very excited when the PS2 came out, jumping on the PlayStation bandwagon, getting the DVD player combined with, with the awesome games. Initially, I bought my Dreamcast because the PS2 was sold out for so long. But, I got my PS2 pretty much right when it launched, a little, maybe a couple months after, because it was just really hard to get at first. And long story short, my PlayStation 2 didn't last more than a couple of years. And the DVD player played movies like crap. It was constantly skipping my movies, and it had brand new freaking movies right out of the wrapper, putting them in there and it's skipping. So after a couple of years, my PlayStation 2 just flat out broke, and I had to, buy another PlayStation 2. So I was already hooked on the PlayStation. And then fast forward to PlayStation 3, I bought a PS3 at launch. I paid a fortune for it, and after a couple of years, I had the yellow light of death, and my PlayStation 3 shit the bed. I had to buy another PlayStation 3. It's ridiculous. The thing was so expensive. Luckily, Sony did give me a coupon towards a new PS3, but not first after having to mail them my PS3 to them and be without a PlayStation for weeks on end to have them verify that the thing just died on its own. Back then, with the PS3, I was playing a lot of online gaming. 2 weeks without my PlayStation 3. We were, I was in a clan with a bunch of friends. We'd play daily, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and then I had to go 2 weeks without hanging out with my friends. I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So, to summarize my experiences, I've learned just to stay away from getting a PlayStation at launch. And I take care of my systems. I keep them all, behind glass. Try to keep them out of dust. I have climate control down in the basement, finished basement. And I open the doors when they're on to let them breathe. So it's not like I neglect my machines. With the PlayStation 4, I waited a couple of years. I was like, no way in hell am I buying a PS4 at launch and having it, crap out on me. So I waited a few years. I waited a couple of years to get a PS4, and luckily my PS4 is still going. It's not that maybe I just survived that first wave, of PlayStations. You never know. They always rush to push a product out, and the manufacturers aren't going to know what kind of problems the console is going to encounter until people start buying them and playing them. So that's why the first year or so of PlayStation 5 is going to be like test dummies, test dummy consoles. I don't know. It's just my opinion. We've seen dramatical jumps in technology going from the PS1 to the PS2, PS2 to the PS3. It took over a year or so before we started to see games on the PS4 that looked distinctively better than the PS3. You know what I'm saying? So the first year or so with the PS5, it's going to look, the games are probably just going to look similar to the PS3. And Sony has just recently stated that when you buy a PS5, you're still going to be able to go back and play PS4 games online too. So you're not going to miss out on your PS4 online buddies. They're still playing their PS4 games. So that being said, what's the purpose of jumping to PS5 just to go back to PS4 to play with your PS4 friends? That's what's still going to be going on for a good year or two after the PS5 comes out. It just is what it is, and when the PS5 launches, there's not going to be a humongous library, so it's going to take a while for the PS5 to get going. So what's the purpose of, day one, spending $500 on a PS5, which is the rumored price, and $600 being, for the Pro model. So let's transfer the camera over to my buddy Brent, and he's going to give you his reasons why he's not getting PS5 at launch. Brent.
First off, I want to say thank you, Joe, for letting me be on your channel and speak about the PlayStation 5. And I have to agree with you, I will not be getting the PlayStation 5 either. Now here are some reasons. 1. I'm still enjoying the PlayStation 4. I haven't had it that long, so therefore I don't have a lot of games for it, and I'm still discovering games out there for it. So why move into another console when I'm still enjoying the PlayStation 4? 2. I usually stay away from the launch edition consoles. I usually typically go for the second edition or maybe even like a special edition that's bundled with a game, so therefore it'll last longer in the future. 3. I don't want to pay that retail price. Now, to be honest, I'm not saying that it's not worth that price, but for me, I just don't want to pay that price at all. And also, I have plenty of games, here to keep me occupied until there's some Black Friday deals coming out in 2021 or something like that. So I'm not really in a big rush to get the PlayStation 5. Now, I'm a big fan of PlayStation and Sony, and I'm not shitting on them at all. I'm not saying that this is going to be a terrible console or anything like that. I'm just saying that I'm not going to be purchasing it on day one. Same thing with the Xbox Series X or whatever. I'm not going to be purchasing that, even though that they have a great Halo launch title coming out with that, and everyone knows I'm a big fan of Halo in general, so I'm not even going to go for that. It's just I have so many games and systems that can keep me occupied until I'm ready to move on in the future. But that's just my opinion on the PlayStation 5, and I would like to thank Joe once again for letting me on his channel. So I'm going to pass it over back to you.
Thank you, Brent, for sharing your thoughts with us. I totally agree with you on the points that you make, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Now, my final reason as to why I'm not getting a PS5 at launch is because 2020 is going to be a tremendous year for consoles. We have a bunch of retro consoles coming out. Like Hyperkin just recently announced that it's making the HD Nintendo 64 console. You have the Evercade handheld retro console. You have the TurboGrafx 16 Mini that's coming out this March, which I'm definitely getting. And the most exciting console to me anyway in 2020 is the Intellivision Amico, which is coming out in October. Very excited for that, and you also have, of course, the Xbox along with the PS5, and the Nintendo Switch just recently announced that it's coming out with a Nintendo Switch Pro right in time for when the PS5 comes out. Perfect timing by Nintendo, very clever, and it's probably a good possibility that they may drop the price on their regular model Nintendo Switch just to make things a little spicier this coming holiday season. And I definitely still want to get a Nintendo Switch. I've been holding out for something just like this, and probably towards the end of this year, around Christmas time, instead of the PS5, I'm going to be going with a Nintendo Switch. I'll just be trying to figure out which model I want to go with. At least I'll have a choice. And of course, the Amico, the Amico and the Switch for me, my lifestyle. I have kids. I'm always on the go, running around chasing kids. I don't always get to use my gaming TV all the time. To play on my PS4 to begin with. So, what I mean? Like, I feel like the Nintendo Switch is perfect for me on the go, and the Intellivision Amico is right up my alley, being a, family guy. I want to play with my kids and whatnot. So, to sum it up, that's pretty much my spiel on why I'm not getting a PS5 at launch. So, yeah, those are my thoughts, and maybe it's helped you out, in making a decision, which obviously it's really early about making a decision now for something at the end of the year. But, it is $500 for a lot of people. It's something they'll have to budget in, save a little money for it again, So yeah, those are my thoughts on the PS5, and, maybe I'll have some more news as we get closer to the PS5, but I feel like in 2020, I'm not going to be covering a lot of PS5 stuff. We'll see. I can only talk about stuff that I'm excited for, and to me, stuff like the Intellivision Amico, a console like that. I'm really excited for that. So you'll be seeing a lot of Amico coverage here. So yeah, man, we'll have to wait and see how it all speckles out. I'll tell you one thing. This coming June, for E3, is gonna be pretty exciting to see. All these consoles unveiled. Yeah, man. So, that's all I got for today. I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to thank you, Brent, for helping me out with this episode. I appreciate your thoughts. Until next time, everyone, if you're new to the channel, subscribe if you like what you see, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace!